In this lesson, we will use Desmos to explore the graph of a parabola when the equation is in the form of x equals a times the square of y minus k plus h. When we have the equation of a parabola in this form, we have a horizontal axis of symmetry, which indicates the parabola opens to the right or left. If a is greater than 0, the parabola opens to the right. If a is less than 0, the parabola opens to the left. The vertex is always the point h comma k, and the equation of the axis of symmetry is y equals k. This should make sense because the axis of symmetry does pass through the vertex. In addition, if the absolute value of a is greater than 1, the parabola is horizontally stretched and is more narrow. If the absolute value of a is between 0 and 1, the parabola is horizontally compressed and becomes more wide. And now let's go to Desmos.com. On the right we have the graph of x equals y squared. Notice below I've entered the equation x equals a times the square of y minus k plus h. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on, which is the blue parabola. Notice right now, because a is 1 and h and k are both 0, the two graphs are the same. And now let's change the value of h. Remember, h is the x-coordinate of the vertex, and therefore h will shift the graph right or left. When h, the constant on the end, is positive, the parabola is shifted right h units. And when h is negative, the parabola is shifted left h units. Let's set h back to 0. And now let's change k. Remember, k is the y-coordinate of the vertex, and therefore k will shift the graph up or down. And notice inside the parentheses, the form is y minus k. When k is positive, the graph is shifted up k units. If we stop at, let's say, k equals 4, notice when k equals 4, inside the parentheses we have y minus 4. So if we have subtraction inside the parentheses, k is positive because of the form, and the parabola is shifted up k units. And if k is negative, the parabola is shifted down k units. Let's stop at k equals negative 4. Notice when k is negative 4, we would have addition inside the parentheses. Y minus negative 4 simplifies to y plus 4. So if we have addition inside the parentheses, the graph is shifted down and k is negative. Let's set k back to 0. And now we'll change the value of a. Remember, when a is positive, the parabola opens to the right, and when the absolute value of a is greater than 1, the parabola is vertically stretched and becomes more narrow, which we see in blue on the right. Let's set a back to 1. Remember, if a is positive and the absolute value of a is between 0 and 1, the parabola is horizontally compressed and becomes more wide, which we see here in blue on the right. And then as soon as a turns negative, notice the parabola opens to the left. Let's set a equal to negative 1. Notice when a is negative 1, we have the graph of the red parabola reflected across the y-axis. When a is negative and the absolute value of a is greater than 1, the parabola opens to the left and is vertically stretched and is more narrow, which we see in blue. Let's set a back to negative 1. When a is negative and the absolute value of a is between 0 and 1, the parabola is horizontally compressed and becomes more wide, which we see here. I hope you found this helpful.